What's going on, my friends? This is Gamer for Life, and I wanted to bring you an updated version of the fastest solo XP farm that there is, because they did nerf the Warhound Convoy XP farm. If you didn't know, what they did is they changed the spawn points so that they're not just coming out of the manhole to where you can just continuously shoot them with them coming out one by one. They actually spawn out of thin air now. So they spawn out of thin air and they spread around. Sometimes they spawn with a Johnny 5, sometimes two Johnny 5s, and they spread around. So basically, I wanted to bring you this video because I had this footage just before they announced the Warhound Convoy was a legit thing to do, and I put it on hold. But now that they nerfed it, you can still do that Warhound pretty fast. The only thing about it now is they put a cooldown on it. So once you complete it, you have to wait 20 to 25 minutes before you can actually do it again. So you can't just, finish it and then start it over and do it over and over. So that's the main reason that now we go back to American History Museum. Now, you've seen some of my previous videos. I did a Seeker Mines on challenging, which is probably the fastest, easiest way to get XP, because you will level up every single time you do it, and all you're doing is just sitting back and throwing Seekers, and that's an easy way to get some to level your watch up. But the fastest that I found is using a crit damage build on Heroic, and I have 4 of the 5 directives on. I still leave the cool skills directive off because we want both of our skills to be accessible, because you definitely want to have a revive hive. This is a more advanced way to do it, since 1, you're not doing it on challenging, and 2, since you're on Heroic, if you happen to wipe, you're gonna have to start all the way at the beginning. So having that revive hive as a backup is big time. It actually saved me in this game footage, but I was kind of playing reckless because I did have that. I knew I had the revive hive as my backup. And the other reason I say it's a more advanced method is because you're not just sitting back behind a wall throwing Seekers and relying on that, because you're relying on your gun skills. You're using an M1A and a Pestilence, but you're mainly using the M1A. And like I said, if you're not hitting your shots, because look, you have 726,000 armor, so if you're not hitting your shots, they're going to take you out pretty fast. But the build, all you need is a crit damage build. That's it. Make sure you have maxed out crit chance, crit damage everywhere that you can put it. So I have 3-piece Providence, 1-piece Seska, and then the Fox Prayers, because like I said, my main weapon is going to be the M1A that I'm using. Plus a Coyote's Mask if you have this, which I would hope everyone has it, since you do get it at level 35 during the season, this first season. But it gives you that extra 25% critical hit damage from 0 to 15 meters, and an extra 10% crit damage from 15 to 25. So you see on this build, my M1A is maxed out crit chance, and it has 181.7 crit hit damage. So I'm gonna have that, extra 25% and 10% proc at all times. So I will be hitting for over 191 and over 200 just about at all times. And I have 90% headshot damage. But I'll just quickly go over the guns. I mean, it's classic M1A. 15% rifle damage, 17% critical hit damage, 10% damage to target out of cover with Boomerang. Critical hits have a 50% chance to return the bullet to the magazine. If a bullet is returned to the magazine, the next shot has plus 40% increased damage. So that's pretty awesome. And another thing I would recommend having on your build is Companion. While you are within 5 meters of an ally or skill, total weapon damage is increased by 15%. So you'll see my M1A is hitting for 634 when I'm beside an ally, 634.7k. My Pestilence, 120.5. Now when I'm away from an ally, it's hitting for 104 for my Pestilence and 551.9 for my M1A, which is pretty decent. But you're gonna have your drone up at all times, so you will have that companion proc the majority of the time. And like I said, you want to have that revive pod just as a backup since you are playing heroic. If you do wipe, like I said, you will have to start all the way back at the beginning. So make sure and have that out. So you'll see at the beginning of the mission, just before I kill the first enemy, on my XP bar, I have 197,395 XP on the bar. And at the very end of the mission, just after I kill the last enemy and before they add the mission XP, I have 344,765 XP. So that basically, during the mission, I accumulated 147,370 XP, plus the 733,500 XP that you get for completing the mission, gives you a total of 880,870 XP in 11 minutes and 18 seconds. And this is definitely the fastest way to farm XP to level up your watch as fast as possible. And if you happen to know of a faster way, like I've said in some of my previous videos, definitely leave it in the comment section and let the community know, because this is just trying to get your watch leveled up as fast as possible to 1,000, max it out at 1,000. You know, if you're not wanting to get it maxed out as fast as possible, then well, you're on the wrong video, because this is just strictly trying to find the fastest method to get your watch level up. So this is what I've found to be the best since the nerf of the Warhound Convoy. Hope you guys find this helpful. I'm going to go ahead and leave this gameplay of the entire run, 11 minute and 18 second run on heroic right here. As always, YouTube, take it easy.
Control point nearby. Your goal is a collection of transcripts and notes from months of prisoner interrogations. The information stored on a military-grade laptop, kept in the main holding area downstairs. First priority is to release the prisoners to keep the True Sons busy. You'll be looking for some kind of security terminal. The security terminal should be somewhere nearby. Look around. Active terminal detected. Sounds promising. Find it and patch Isaac in. Okay, I'm in. Now to open the cells. And the cells are open. The main holding area is downstairs. Get moving. True Sons seem to be in control of the holding area. The hyenas are knocking out security cameras. Pretty smart of them.
Turret! Stand there and take it!
Just lost the camera feed from the holding area. There was a bright flash and then static.
Serious trauma detected.
Picked up on camera again. The holding area is just ahead. Once you find that laptop, grab it and get the hell out of there.
Vital signs critical. Agent down. Agent vital signs 0.
Looks like you got True Sons reinforcements headed your way.
North or south side?
Both. Heavier concentration to the south.
With all those gates sealed, the north exit should be closer.
Reload! Keep your eyes on that drone!
Immediate medical assistance needed.
clear.
You just recovered intel that's going to be a whole lot of help to Odessa in the short term, but to all of us in the long run. You also effectively put this hellhole out of commission.